Jimmy Butler has been the story in the NBA late. So he basically has came out and says he wants to be traded. He don't want to be in Miami no more. He's not happy there. Um so what I want and then today actually it was announced that they have suspended Jimmy Butler for 7 games due to instances of conduct detrimental to the team. Um and with that being said, man, what's up? How you feel about this situation that's going on in Miami?
Look, it's simple. His time is up in Miami. He doesn't want to be there. He's expressed that multiple times. Apparently, all this went downhill once Pat Riley told him to basically shut the hell up. And Butler, who's very outspoken and charismatic, had some things to say, and Pat Riley wasn't liking it. And look, Pat Riley did this with LeBron. That's how the LeBron thing in Miami fell apart because apparently Riley got on LeBron about something, and that was the end of his Miami days. So, look, I don't even understand why they suspended him at this point. Just look for a trade partner and get him out of there. And I think that's what they'll do now. I think what they'll do now is after the suspension clears up, they will trade him, and it's the end for his time in Miami. And it was a good Miami run. They made the NBA Finals during the COVID year. They almost won it, but uh, I don't think at this stage of Jimmy Butler's career, he's a guy that can take you to the NBA Finals anymore. He's a guy that can be the second or third best option on the team, but not the first anymore. His career is near the end as a star, um, and he's had a good career and a good time in Miami, but there's nothing else to it. He will be traded by the deadline.
So the team actually wrote in the statement on Friday said it says through his actions and statements he has shown no longer he wants to be part of this team. Jimmy Butler and his representative has indicated that they wish to be traded. Therefore, we will listen to offers.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sorry to say this, man. Jimmy Butler is the problem. Jimmy Butler has been a problem to in every team that he's been in. You look at when he first started his career in Chicago. You look at the Minnesota situation. You look at Philadelphia. You look at where he's at Miami. Jimmy Butler has been a problem everywhere he went. Like I think he's more of a selfish player, and all he is doing right now is thinking about himself more than anything. I mean, you, I just, I, like he came out in public and say all of that. Like I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. Like like he basically quit on his team, man. That's what he basically did. He quit on his team. Like, come on, man. Like the best stars in the world, they don't do that though, man. They don't quit on their team, take things public. Sure, we despite how I feel about LeBron, but I don't think LeBron would do anything like that though.
and
To
I don't know if you saw the clip, Keo. Um, uh, there was there was a clip of Jimmy Butler playing in the last game, and he just chucked up the three without like even jumping.
yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Like Butler, I think Butler. I don't think Butler's no longer a number one option. I think it was a huge mistake for Miami to even bring Butler and pay him all that money. Now they're in the situation where it's like, because now they're in the situation where like, what are we gonna do in Miami now? What happens in Miami? Like, who you got left? Tyler here might be your best player on that team. I mean, outside of Bam. Um, but yeah, I just think he's been a huge problem to the team. As far as where he gets traded, that's going to be interesting though, because the question is, how much is the Heat going to be asking for, and where would they trade Jimmy Butler to?
Yeah, I agree. That's a big thing. Is what is Miami's asking price? Do they view Jimmy Butler way more than other teams do?
Well, where do you think he should go? Where do you think he's gonna end up? As a
Oh,
matter of fact,
I think he should end up on a team like New York, the Knicks, something like that, where I think that's a good fit at this point because he'd be the third option there. And he shouldn't be, the first option anywhere anymore. You put him back with Carl Anthony Towns. Uh, I think the Knicks would be a great fit. I really do. What do you
yeah,
say?
but the Knicks are already loaded as they are though. So like, I'm not sure if I would want to
You wouldn't
move him
touch
to.
that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would want to move him to New York.
Yeah, fair.
A team that I have heard from. Shout out to all my Bay Area folks, man. I've heard the Warriors have been linked with Jimmy Butler though, man. So that could possibly be interesting. It definitely make. I think it could make the Warriors as far as like contenders for the West also.
Yeah.
But a team when it comes to free agents and trades that's always in the mix or always in the rumors. The Los Angeles Lakers, man.
Oh, man, the link. Charles Barkley said last night they stink. It was just that simple. The Jimmy Butler would not do nothing there.
um, so a player. Okay, so if I had to pick a team he would get traded from, it might be the Phoenix Suns. Um, I see a potential Jimmy Butler for Bradley Beal because it seems like that Bradley Beal situation it ain't working out in Phoenix right now, man. I honestly thought it would, but it's not working out in Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to take on that role being the third best scoring option. He's better than
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Beal, and getting traded to Miami. Beal could possibly go back to maybe the number two option on that team if he goes to Miami. Maybe a number two or a possibly one.
Yeah.
So because you know damn well when you arrive to that team, you basically the new guy. You knew you were gonna take a back seat from Devin Booker and KD. So I think that's a destination that could possibly happen though, man. But Jimmy Butler, man, he's suspended for 7 games. He wants out of Miami, and we're probably gonna hear more. We're gonna hear more for this until before the trade deadline.
Yeah, we do
But
know.
with that being said, man, it's time for us to get out of here. Let's wrap things up and go to our shout outs.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you, Keel, for having me on this Friday night. Why not, man? Football's slowing down. We'll have more time for this. Uh, I understand X and C want to duck me. If my team was if my team was in the No One Cares Bowl, I wouldn't want to talk much sports anyways either. So, anyways, I'll be back on next week. I'm ready to talk more football and hook 'em horns.